Well, hello. Welcome to Your Inspired Journey. I'm Carla Andrews, and I have the pleasure and a wonderful guest that is going to bring you so much light into being an entrepreneur, doing a lot of great things. And her name is Aleksandra Di Gesaro. She is a phenomenal entrepreneur who is on a journey of inspiring others, helping others, and may be able to help you. Welcome aboard. How are you, Alexandra?
Hi, Carla. Thank you for having me here. I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I know you have a lot of great things. From the last time that we had a conversation, it was like, oh my God, we need to bring her here and share all the good things that you want to share about, just your journey as an entrepreneur and how you can help others.
Thank you. I can't wait to share it with you.
So tell us a little bit about you. How did you get to this journey of being an entrepreneur?
So, I'm a fashion photographer, writer, and entrepreneur. I originally come from Poland, but now I live in Milan, Italy. And originally back in Poland, I graduated law. But right after graduation, I moved to Italy to join my then fiance and now my husband. And I realized that the job market in Italy was completely different than the one in Poland. And I was really, really struggling to find a job. And my degree wasn't really counting so much, and I was getting more and more depressed because I have 3 degrees, I speak 5 languages, and when I didn't even get an interview to be a secretary, I was like totally depressed, and I was like, there's something not working here.
Wow.
And so after something like 8 months of this, I decided, okay, I'm done. I'm putting so much effort into getting a job that I will most probably hate, and it's not working, and my perspectives are
Mm.
really bad. So, how about giving it a try and trying to pursue something that I love doing that I never even considered possible and seeing how it goes, because it can't go any worse than it was already going.
Yeah, 8 months is a lot of time. And you got to share, what five languages do you know?
Obviously, Polish, that is my mother tongue, English, German, Spanish, and Italian.
Beautiful. So once you started this journey from finding out, okay, after 8 months of searching, having all of these languages that you're well spoken into these the five different languages, you have your degree. What was your next? What other steps did you take? What was your next step?
So I just decided not to lose any more time on this job searching. So I completely quit it. I decided to invest all my time into this entrepreneurial journey. And I was in a foreign country at that time, barely speaking the language. I wasn't so fluent in Italian at that time. I didn't know anybody, especially nobody in my industry. And I wasn't in Milan at that time. I was in a small city. So I just started doing the only thing that popped into my mind, that was let's try Instagram. Because in the city where I was, there were no studios, no photographers, no fashion. So there was like nothing to start with. And I decided, let's start with Instagram. I bought a course, I invested my time, I started studying, posting, doing all the things. And actually, after a month, I got a message saying, "Hi, next week I'm coming to Milan Fashion Week. Would you like to join me and take pictures of me and go backstage and for the fashion shows with me and take pictures for 5 days with me?" It was from a blogger from India. And I was like,
Wow.
"Yay! Yes, definitely. That's exactly what I want to do."
And so you're saying basically because you were taking the time, you're posting, you were engaging, this led for your first client?
Yes, yes,
So
doing
it
just
works.
something. Yes, it works, but what I think in general works is that you take action and just start. In fact, one of my favorite quotes is, "Luck favors the prepared mind." And so, no matter if it's Instagram or whatever other thing that you're doing, if you just like if you're active and you search actively for opportunities, they will come your way. But if you just wait for them, they will probably never come. So this is one of the most
That's right.
important lessons I've learned.
And now, would you say that quote one more time?
Luck favors the prepared mind.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a favorite for a lot of people who's hearing it right now because it's true. You got to get started. You have to start. You can't be great until you start. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
us want to do some great things, but it's the hardest thing for us to just to start. So what you're sharing is start. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I love to
definitely.
say,
Even if it seems silly, it seemed really stupid to me. Like just start Instagram. It sounded so cliche even, but I was like, I have no other option. I have no other possibility here. I have no other idea. So can I just start and see how it goes?
and that's a great way. That's a great message in itself. I used to love to say, start ugly. And I think sometimes we try to be too perfect, right? We and
Yeah.
then switching from being, don't worry about being perfect. That's what you're saying. It's just because you started, someone saw your action, someone loved your work, and then here you are. That started this whole process for you. So when you went to actually taking these pictures, how did you go from there and then continue on the journey?
So actually, it wasn't so easy as it seems, because when such big opportunities come your way, we tend to think, oh, it will magically solve all my problems. No, the big opportunities I've learned they are usually not as big as they seem. And even if it was amazing, and obviously I've made some contacts, later I came back to my small town and I was struggling again. So it was, I treated it a bit as a sign, let's say, like something like a promise that what I'm doing, I'm going in the right direction, and now I just have to do the job and actually get there to stay there, like for a time now. So of course I was still using Instagram. I found some other platforms. I started contacting model agencies in Milan. I was often going for some works to Milan, which wasn't easy because it was like 3 hours by bus from Milan. So I was
Wow.
often going there and back, there and back.
Hmm.
It happened that client made an appointment and didn't appear. So I went to Milan all the way for nothing, and I just came back the same day. So it wasn't easy. It's not that, this one magical action solved all the problems. And I like really want to share it because I remember listening to stories of others where they are also perfect and glamorous, and I was like, and my life is so bad. I must be a trash. And I'm saying it. No, it's not that it was all roses and rainbows, but this is a part of the road, and everybody goes through it. So it's just something we have to go through to get the prize.
I'm so thankful that you're sharing that because a lot of times that is what those from the outside of our world, right, of our the entrepreneur world, some are looking into maybe leaving a 9 to 5 job to do something that they've always had in their heart, right, to do.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at everyone else on the outside, it's like, oh my God, like you mentioned, it looks so perfect, it looks so
Yeah.
easy. And this is why it's so important for you to share your journey. And that in itself becomes inspiring, us becoming in our authentic vulnerable space and sharing that we can because we saw someone else could, we can because we took action, and we can make it, to the next level. All we have to do is keep moving, and that is exactly what you're doing. Wow.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
if you found yourself in when you were working with a client, how do you find yourself, like, not only connecting with the client but maintaining that client and sustaining that relationship to ensure that you're doing the best job and giving them the results that you're looking for?
So I try to also put myself in the shoes of a client and know what I expect when I work with others. So I try to communicate clearly and answer a lot and be available. And in fact, many clients told me you're so easy to work with because I'm like flexible. And of course, like I also have my limits. It's not that I let the clients do everything they want, because sometimes that would be exaggerated. But I don't make problems if there are some schedule changes, or just things that are normal and human. And for example, when I noticed what my clients like, especially when I with my graphic design services, that there is a website where they can make an order, and many artists just just take the order, and the next time they answer is when the order is finished. And when I was ordering a few times from artists, I was feeling like this silence. I was like, okay, did they get it? Didn't they get it? Are they gonna do it? They're not gonna do it. Like, do they have everything? I was feeling this something missing. So that's why I always, right after getting an order, I answer, thank you. I will work on it. If you have any questions, write me. If there are any issues that arise during my work process, I will contact you, so that they know that I exist, that I got this order. And I think it's just important to try to understand them, and be flexible, and also sometimes, even if the client doesn't understand everything, like, don't try to convince them if you see that it's like